Welcome on this channel. On this channel we are making money on crypto markets, specifically with meme coins and with being right in different narratives as well. Some of the results for this channel that started back at the end of December of 2023, 3 months ago. Results of the channel in 3 months. We got 114 access on bobo. So bobo is an obvious pick after Pepe, and this is basically something that will definitely happen once Pepe pumps. Currently my play is bobo. I think that's pretty stable, if not even like 100x, maybe like 25 at least. That's a very nice play at this stage, and it's a very stable meme coin. That's going to be huge, I'm sure on this, and I think this would be the highest performing coin token of my portfolio basically. We got 100 plus access on Snibu. We got 14 access on Rido. We got 5 to 7 access on Welsh. We got 10 plus access on NQAI, which is in AI token obviously. We got 10 plus access on VPP, we were getting 8 access on polker as well, and a range of gaming tokens as well, and 2 to 3 access here and there as well. I also publicly called Pepe long just before it surged, resulting in $400,000 of profit. And I've done it publicly. We will just surge, we will just run like crazy. I do think right now is actually a very nice time to loan Pepe. Enter a conservative loan, close it in a year from now, and say, thank you Stan, you made me so much freaking money. How my Pepe loan is doing? Pretty nice, $240,000 profits. I was not taking any profit. Recently I was calling Wolf on Alex, which was doing 4 axes at the top. Let's see what will actually happen with it in the coming months or two. I do also have a different approach to trading meme coins. In fact, I don't trade them at all. I'm just buying into blue chip meme coins, forming strong narrative, forming strong thesis, because I do understand I might not be a best trader on the marketplace. But at the same time, I can form a narrative way before it will actually be happening on the market. This happened with bobo, this happened with Snibu, this happened with a bunch of memes already that I'm playing around different chains, getting liquidity and getting airdrop as well. And I do believe this would be happening in the future with Wolf and with Andy on Blast as well. But we definitely do not only talk about meme coins, it's also about low caps and different narratives. I love to throw crazy amounts of money into low caps in different narratives. And what are the narratives that I think would be doing very well, along with some picks for you to get into this stage that are not expensive right now, that should be pumping next, but you will definitely have to wait. Things are not happening over time, alright? Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and let's actually start. Before we start, I want to remind that I'm giving away $300 in each video. In order to be eligible for giveaway, you have to be my referral on BitGet, you have to complete KYC and deposit at least $100. Then you need to proceed to my Discord, fill out a quick Google form, and you would be eligible for giveaway. And on top of that, you would be added to my VIP channel on Discord as well. Let's actually respond to the main question. Why Solana was pumping hard during this correction? Why nothing else except Solana actually was pumping hard? Ethereum corrected 10%, BTC corrected somewhere around that as well. Solana is surging up like crazy. In order to actually understand what happened, we have to understand and see what was happening before the correction. What was the sector? What was the narrative that was running the best? Like crazy. Was it AI? Was it gaming? Was it DeFi? Now, we all see that memes were running like crazy, and specifically memes on Solana. Memes on Ethereum as well, but definitely we had more volumes in memes on Solana. And it's a very straightforward thought process. You can actually understand this time by yourself and be able to do in the future as well during upcoming corrections. And I will tell you how to understand if we would be getting a correction and how to actually capitalize on the correction after memes running as well. We specifically saw a bunch of memes running on Solana. And the main reason why we saw Solana pumping during the correction is the fact that people started to pull out their profits and their tokens from their Solana memes. And most of them, they're trading on-chain. Therefore, they were selling their Solana memes into Solana. And Solana pretty much started to pump because of that. Because a lot of liquidity in Solana ecosystem is actually inside memes. Solana currently is kind of main ecosystem and main chain for memes, right? It might be quite interesting during the next meme seasons, specifically on Solana, to actually long it once you would understand that we might be seeing a correction soon. And seeing a correction soon, it's very, very important to understand, specifically with Solana memes and memes in general. People are selling the fundamental tokens, they're getting into memes. You are seeing on Twitter how people posting how they're making millions trading Solana memes as well. YouTubers and influencers start to do Memecoin videos despite the fact they never had done them before. And largest shows on different crypto medias, they start to get a bunch of views if they're specifically about meme coins. All of them are pretty much local top signals for meme coins. If you would understand that we might be seeing a correction, you would understand that a lot of people, they would be taking profits from their Solana meme coins because they are not trading Solana meme coins long term. It's basically short-term trades. And they would be taking the profits from Solana memes into Solana itself. Therefore, Solana might actually be pumping during some corrections moving forward. But I would say mostly during the corrections that started right after meme season on Solana. That's quite interesting to understand in the first place. And that's quite interesting trade to take when you're basically seeing a correction and when you saw Solana meme season just yesterday, right? And in general, most likely with each and every meme season, we would have Solana meme season currently as well, just because of the fact most people they're trading the meme coins on Solana because of the fees and other things as well. I do believe we actually should have other reasons for Solana to pump, some other catalysts that we all should get to know about quite soon. We also see Solana ecosystem pumping up like crazy because it's a very, very straightforward trade for people that hold a bunch of Solana. They would want to push some of their Solana into the ecosystem tokens, and ecosystem tokens they essentially start to run as well. It's very, very straightforward, and people who are trading meme coins on Solana, some of them they're quite knowledgeable members of the market, so it's a very, very easy play for them as well. I miss Solana ecosystem trade. I did not understand this dynamic in the first place. And looking back currently, it actually was quite obvious to understand as well that during the first correction after a meme season, most of the players, they would want to take profits back into Solana. Therefore, Solana would pump. Therefore, some of them, they would essentially be putting some of the profits into Solana ecosystem as well. I did not buy any Solana ecosystem projects and I was not longing Solana as well. But I actually might have something interesting. I actually might have prepared myself for an ultimate beta Solana play, which we saw happening back in December and which I think should be happening quite soon as well. Let's actually check out the chart of Solana, right? I'm specifically showing it on CoinMarketCap. So we see that from 7th of December till 19th of December, it would pretty much go in sideways, consolidating before the next pump, right? It happened back in December, from 7th of December till 19th of December. Let's actually check out what was happening with Avalanche during that time. We see 7th of December, start of the pump, till 19th of December, right here, basically top of the pump, almost the top of the pump. It's very, very interesting. People at that time, they basically decided to move some of the Solana profits because we also had Solana meme season, we had Bonk, we had Solana surging up very, very nice as well. People have decided to move some of the profits at that time into Avax ecosystem. They basically doubled the price of Avax. To double the price of Avax at that stage, you basically needed to add at least 8 billion in market cap for Avax. So a lot of Solana profits, they actually went into Avax. And following the same example as with Solana ecosystem tokens in Avax ecosystem started to pump as well, specifically memes in Avax ecosystem too. Now, some of them, they actually pumped to a certain extent already, but I do expect them to do some numbers moving forward as well, because we did not see a large surge in the price of the token. They basically pumped in expectation that the ecosystem would start to grow, because a lot of people, they're talking about longing Avalanche at this stage, and Avalanche doing quite well. So we see COINU created around that time, during Solana consolidating and correcting a bit, and Avalanche pumping. Avalanche pump ended around 23rd of December, right? It was the top, local top, and COINU was listed on CoinMarketCap on 15th of December. So most likely it actually was created sometime before that. We see this local top that essentially formed during Avalanche's top as well. Very, very interesting. We definitely see high correlation between COINU, which is largest meme on Avalanche at this stage, and the price of Avalanche itself. And right now, what happened currently? The fact that we had meme season just now, and the fact that a lot of people are anticipating Avalanche to pump, and a lot of people, I believe, are moving some of the profits from Solana into Avalanche as well to kind of catch the second wave, second L1 pump as well. They, in anticipation of this pump, they pretty much just pumped COINU already. Despite this fact, I do believe this thing should have a next leg up quite soon, just because of the reason I do expect some more of Solana profits to go into Avalanche and essentially pump Avalanche as well. And we should be seeing that once Solana would start to consolidate and would start to correct. And it's very, very interesting that we also do see Avalanche holding quite strongly during this correction as well. And the main reason for that is because most of the players on the marketplace, they do expect Avalanche to pump after the pump of Solana as well. We do also have Landwolf on Avalanche, and I think it should be doing quite well quite soon, basically with the main pump of the chain. And I do kind of expect pump of Avalanche as well, and maybe some interesting things are going to happen in Pepe ecosystem with Pepe friends, with Brad, with Wolf, with Andy as well. Maybe we will be seeing some movement there too. And as you know, I do expect some liquidity from Brad to come into something like Wolf on Avalanche as well. Let's actually see what's going to happen. I do believe some people are front running Coinbase airdrop narrative. Let's actually see if influencers would be able to keep the attention of the public on Brad for 4 months at least. One of the interesting things that we do also have on Avalanche is gaming. We have large Web2 titles pretty much coming into Avalanche for their gaming infrastructure and the ability to create subnets, pretty much custom blockchains based on Avalanche ecosystem like Beam did and like Playable did, for example. And I do definitely expect some movement from gaming tokens as well, specifically on Avalanche. Things like Shrapnel, like Playable, and essentially other tokens on the chain as well. Logic is very, very simple there. If we are going to see the pump of the main token on the chain, we would see the pump of the meme tokens. And I am betting on Wolf here just because of the fact it's actually a friend of Pepe from the original artist as well. And I do also have a bet on Playable as essentially a gaming studio on the chain as well, with already working projects that you can actually play as well. Some other things that I'm bullish on at this stage is essentially Ethereum layer 2s. And the main reason for that is because we just had this Dinkan upgrade, right? And things like Arbitrum. Arbitrum corrected pretty much 10% thus far, and they didn't pump much from their lows of the bear market. We pretty much were at 0.8 and right now we are at 1.8. Now we should have crazy unlocks coming for Arbitrum, but I'm kind of trying to trade against the market here because I don't believe that they would be dumping the price currently. I do believe they do understand the market situation. They do understand the potential of the bull market as well. Maybe market maker would actually use this news and this information to dump the whole thing, to make sure he will liquidate loans and to make sure that he will take some of the liquidity and to make sure that he would fill out some of the positions lower as well. But I think Arbitrum should be doing very, very well. That's why in my longs, I'm only entering with 3x leverage. My liquidation price is somewhere around 1.3. And if we would be getting to these levels, I would probably be adding margin or just re-entering my longs from that levels as well, because I'm in general quite bullish on Arbitrum. I think it's actually Arbitrum is basically top 5 blockchain by total value locked right after Solana, and it only has 1.5 billion less in total value locked than Solana. So it's quite bullish because a lot of things are happening on Solana, a lot of meme tradings, everyone is screaming about Solana. Solana is doing very well, and Arbitrum pretty much has the same amount of total value locked. And in general, I do expect Ethereum layer 2s to do quite well. it kind of seems like a manipulation that some of them, they're still quite low from the lows that we've seen. Arbitrum, it pretty much didn't grow at all at this stage. And these VCs, these early investors, they're definitely looking to be dumping on retail from the larger prices for the token as well. We do have things like Metis pumping up as well. Basically, it just recently was at $140. And it definitely is not doing well this correction, because if Arbitrum corrected on 10%, this thing corrected 30%. It's very, very interesting. We definitely can see and we can understand that people don't want to sell their Arbitrum for some reason. And maybe a lot of players on the marketplace, they actually expect this thing to go up and they're actually bullish on this thing. Despite the unlocks, despite the correction, I think what is happening currently is that they're trying to push out these weak hands. As from blue chip meme coins, as from other things, this is what's happening, and this is something very, very interesting as well. Speaking on beta plays in different Ethereum layer 2s, you pretty much can just look on DeFi Llama and just research some projects that you like yourself. In my case, I'm longing a range of Ethereum layer 2s. I'm longing Manta, I'm longing Arbitrum, I'm longing Starknet. Metis might be a nice entry for long currently. It basically just corrected 30%. And I'm bullish on these things due to the fact that we should be having Ethereum layer 2s, due to the fact we recently had Dinkan upgrade as well, that should improve things out for these tokens as well. Well, summing the whole thing up, I do believe that AVAX should start to surge very, very soon. My main two bets in AVAX are Wolf as meme coin and Bull as gaming. I do expect gaming on AVAX to pump as well, and some of this liquidity might be flowing from gaming to AVAX right after that into some low cap gaming tokens on other chains as well, because some of the guys that are focused on gaming, they would probably be looking to reposition some of their liquidity because they were holding these bags for so much time. They would be taking profits and they would want to multiply these profits, repositioning into smaller coins as well. We still have news about Ethereum ETF. And I do think that Ethereum layer 2s on the course of 1, 2 to 3 months should be doing quite well. I'm in bunch of longs on Arbitrum, I'm long in Starknet as well, I'm long in Manta as well. I do think that we are actually at the lows for the tokens like Arbitrum at this stage, and current levels might be very, very interesting to enter conservative long positions as well. Speaking of the whole market, we definitely have seen historical corrections around Bitcoin halving. And obviously corrections are often tied up to BTC correcting as well. And one of the reasons why BTC might be correcting currently is because a lot of people start to understand that their mining operations won't be profitable moving forward. Therefore, some of them, they are selling their ASICs, they are selling the hardware, and they're selling some of the Bitcoin as well at these levels, because they might be thinking it's already quite nice, and at the same time they definitely have the strategy on taking profits in multiple steps as well. Mining business is a very, very interesting one, and for the most time you're not making a lot of profits. You're basically just selling at a certain time in the market, and this is when you're actually making profits. But I think mining environment is still quite nice for Bitcoin at this stage, just because of the reason this cycle we have new things like ordinals pretty much implemented on Bitcoin, and 80% of the transactions on Bitcoin during the hype of ordinals, they're actually connected to ordinals being transferred, being inscribed, and things like that. Therefore, we definitely have this bullish narrative for miners as well. And I think smaller amount of miners would actually be selling their ASICs and their hardware this run, because they do understand that they're making higher profits from transactions on Bitcoin. Therefore, it's definitely a bit more profitable to mine than previously in the previous years during previous halvings as well. It's very, very interesting to see if we are going to get our halving correction in upcoming couple of months. Personally, I don't think so. We have Ethereum ETF. People are saying that there are definitely smaller chance to approve Ethereum ETF, despite the fact that I think it might get approved. But anyway, a lot of people would be participating into Ethereum ETF trade, therefore pumping Ethereum layer 2s and meme coins on Ethereum as well. And I think because of the reason we have this Ethereum ETF trade in May and we have halving in April, we might not be seeing a long-term correction, even if we would be seeing one, because this event is too close and it might delay halving correction on post Ethereum ETF time frame. Personally, I actually would be looking to take some of the profits, some of the money out of the table somewhere around event of the approval Ethereum ETF and somewhere around June as well, if market conditions are actually going to be right and healthy. All right, let's gamble. We have 185 people at this stage. Again, I do have more referrals, so please fill out the form in Discord to be eligible for the giveaway. Number 63 actually won, first time winner. 63 is 7 multiplied by 9. 179, wow, somewhere at the end. I think it's actually a simple number as well. Speaking about other things, 159 seems like a simple number too. Let's add it right here. All right, 3 winners, $100 each. Very interesting time in the marketplace, and you should definitely not be scared because of the fact it's not recovering fast, because we're in the weekend currently, and weekends quite often they're quite slow as well. And essentially guys that are buying ETFs, they're not working on the weekend as well. Let's see how we will open up Monday. It will be very interesting. But at the same time, guys from ETFs who are buying Bitcoin, it's kind of hard for them to sell because they have tax in the first year when they're making an investment. Therefore, they should be holding for at least a year. And this is quite interesting. It's quite interesting to see if we are only going to see buys mostly coming from ETFs for the whole year, because it would be very bullish as well. And these guys, again, they have a long-term view on things and on their investments as well. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will be seeing you tomorrow.